Hello and welcome, Geology students. Third semester, we are discussing about paper second in the time of corona pandemic. Online classes are being taken, and the students are being benefited by these classes, hoping fine. So the name of the paper second is Computational Biology, Biostatistics and Bioinformatics. Computational biology, it suggests, it sounds computer in biology, application of computer in biology. Compute, to calculate, calculations in biology. Yes, it is right. The use of computations in the field of biology, the use of computers in the field of biology. It smells a taste of a little bit like a little bit of maths and computer, because and it is not normal. It is very normal. Sorry, it is very normal. It is not abnormal, because we are living in the era of technology. Technology is everywhere. We have to enslave the technology for the welfare of human and society and the world. So computers in biology, it's not abnormal, it's very normal nowadays. Biostatistics, the application of statistical knowledge in the field of biology. Biology plus statistics, biostatistics. Bioinformatics, the application of information science in the field of biology is bioinformatics, means biology plus informatics is equal to bioinformatics. And as we have walked through a very long journey in the field of biology, since you were admitted in the classes 11th with the biology as optional, then 12th BSc, and 2 semesters completed in MSc. So you are very mature and well informed, knowledgeful about biology and all other sciences. All the fields of sciences are interrelated, depends on each other. They can't be separated totally. So, so this looks like an applied science. Okay, we will discuss later on and on about these things, but now we have here 5 units in our paper second, and we should know the inventory of the unit first, so we get a clear idea what we are going to know and analyze in the coming days. In unit first, we have to go through data collection and tabulation, frequency distribution, diagrammatic and graphical representation of statistical data, sampling techniques, measures of central tendencies. As I remember, we have discussed a little bit about sampling techniques in our earlier lecture on board, but we will revise it, no problem. The first thing is data collection and tabulation. Data. All the digits and play of numericals. It's a game of digits. D for digits, D for data. The marks you obtained in your previous semester exams are data. The number of students enrolled in the college is data. Further classification of the number of students category wise, gender wise is data. Number of students present in any class is data. The population, human population, we know after every 10 days, 10 years, the census is done by the government to collect the data related to human population, to study the demography. This is data. In Hindi it is called आंकड़े. Data means आंकड़े. Actually data is a plural term, आंकड़े, while the singular for data is datum, आंकड़ा. So we have to collect data, to analyze them, to apply them, to obtain them from the researches done, to apply in the fields of government projects and plans and policies, as to make the better human society, better world, and to resolve the problems of present and future. Tabulation, table, टेबल टू टेबुलेशन, सारणीकरण, सारणी बनाते हैं, डाटाज को अरेंज करते हैं. So this process is called सारणीकरण, tabulation. Data, sources of data. First thing, sources of data. From where we get data? These are the sources of data. And the sources of, on the basis of sources of data, the data are of two types: primary data and secondary data. I repeat, primary data and secondary data. प्राथमिक आंकड़े, द्वितीयक आंकड़े. Primary data. These are collected by the survey in personal, by the individuals. We have to survey door to door, villages to villages, places to places, fields to fields to collect these kind of data. Primary data. The researchers go in the field and collect primary data. A very simple example, you know about census. After every 10 years, government employees, mostly government teachers, come at our homes to collect these kind of data, such as how many people, how many persons are residing in this home, how many women, how many child, how many male, how many mens, how many child are below 6 years, how many persons are above 6 years. So every kind of information we have to acquire in personal, individually, going places to places. So this kind of data, primary data, are achieved by the survey process. सर्वेक्षण. And the person who perform this job are called surveyors. Primary data may be achieved by following methods: questionnaire method, प्रश्नावली, observation by observation, निरीक्षण करके, पर्यवेक्षण करके, it is called observation. And third method is by interview. Interview, साक्षात्कार. Questionnaire. Questionnaire means there is an inventory of questions may be written on paper. There are several questions, and the questionnaire is in which the language of the question is simple and straight. Sometimes it is so simple that we have to answer in yes and no, in the form of yes and no. Suppose, do you have any vehicle in your home? Yes or no. Do you have any four-wheeler in your home? Yes or no. Then, by analyzing all the answers in the questionnaire, we have to make a proper decision, a conclusion, and on the basis of these primary data, the secondary data may be formed. So questionnaire is an inventory, a list of questions printed, and these questionnaires may be provided to the field or from where we have to collect data personally, by going places to places, or maybe send by post or other method. Observation. The surveyor or the researcher observes the articles, the animals, the persons, or any subject on which it is working, and by observing, he or she concludes about what he is going to attain the knowledge. The third method is interview. Interview, साक्षात्कार, interview. There are two persons in an interview, interviewer and interviewee. And interviews are conducted in personals. The interviewer and the interviewee are close. They are discussing face to face. They are exchanging, and mostly the interviewer, knowingly or unknowingly, wants to let the data come out of the interviewee, and the questions are simple, medium, and strong, complicated, and the interviewer helps the interviewee in a way that knowingly or subconsciously the interviewee vomits all the informations the interviewer want to attain. So there are further many types of interview, such as structured interviews, unstructured interviews, open interviews, closed interviews, many kind of interviews, group interviews, interview in personal, one-to-one interview. There are many kinds of interviews. Now, if we discuss about the significance of primary data, These are the things. Reliability. The primary data are reliable. Then secondary data, because they are collected by the surveyor in personal. There are less chances of mistake. There are less chances of obliteration of some facts. The second quality of primary data, that wide range of techniques available to collect primary data. There are a lot of techniques of collecting primary data. And the third quality is control. The primary data are well in control because the surveyor and the objects are face to face, they are in proximity, they are free to exchange the informations. Now, limits of the primary data. The first limit is the collection of primary data is costly because for going places to places, for collecting data in personal, meeting the persons or the objects or the subjects is very costly. And the second limit is time. It consumes so much time in collecting primary data. So it requires a lot of time. This is also a limit of collection of primary data. And the third limit is large data. Primary data are comparatively larger than the secondary data. It requires a process of analysis, analytical operation. Primary data requires a, a process like distillation of primary data so as to make finer secondary data. Now, on the basis of sources of data, after primary data, the second kind of data are secondary data, द्वितीयक आंकड़े. Secondary data are based on primary data. A process of survey is not necessary for the collection of secondary data, as these are based on primary data. These secondary data may be divided into two types: internal secondary data and external secondary data. Internal secondary data means these data are collected or obtained from within an institution, for which these are significant. From within an institution means maybe it a hospital, maybe it a university, maybe it a college, maybe it a government body. There are computer filled with data, filled with primary data. There are personal conversations by which these secondary data may be obtained. The basic thing is these are obtained from within an institution. So these are internal secondary data. The second kind of secondary data is external secondary data. External means these are to be collected from outside of the institution, such as one has to go through libraries, there are many literature reviews, there are many reports published from which these kind of data may be obtained. There are many kinds of reports published by some business organization, by some government bodies. Suppose gazette notifications, and papers, research papers, journals. So these help us to collect secondary data. Now the significance of secondary data, these are economic. These are not costly, these are economic because less efforts required to collect secondary data. Quick. Secondary data collection process is quick comparative to the collection of primary data because it requires less time. It doesn't require survey, going places to places. The third quality of secondary data is availability. These are readily available from various sources as discussed earlier, libraries, literature reviews, reports, journals, research papers, etc. So these are readily available. Now, other thing is useful in exploratory research. The secondary data are useful in exploratory research. Quality. Secondary data are very qualitative as they are refined by the process of research and analytical work on primary data. And the last quality of secondary data is research. These are helpful in research processes. They are the basis of the research and come out from the research. So today we discussed about sources of data, primary data, secondary data, their significances and their limits, everything. Hope you understand well. And okay, tomorrow we will discuss about tabulation and